These old trees were planted for a reason. These old trees had beauty and grace. These old trees give love in every season, planted for a reason.
5,000 people present for that first planting. It's a big deal. You can imagine families, they're mourning their husbands, their fathers, their sons, their daughters. And we see patches of London Plains along Shelbourne into Victoria's side and particularly towards Mount Doug calls. We have to understand what's happening on these big boulevards as we develop and we lose these trees. Are they being replaced? What kind of trees are replacing them? And these are all questions I think that it's now up to this generation, us, to try to save these trees and to make sure that the London Plains that have this cultural significance, as well as all the other trees along this particular boulevard, are somehow either preserved or replanted.
If anybody talks about doing things because of climate emergencies or environmental causes, and at the same time they're cutting down trees, then they are insincere.
Once, 3 great trees grew at the top of a green hill. When the farmer walked his land, he walked with care. He said, "I don't own this land. I look after it. I care for the land. I care for the land. It is fertile and it cares for me. I will teach this to my children, and they will teach their children and their children and their children."
We plant a seed and we grow a tree. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful.
Growing up in Gordon Head, I developed a strong affinity for trees. In many ways, they were my childhood friends, and they made the outdoors a very special place to be.
Yesterday, Anne and I walked up Shelbourne, and we talked to people as we walked up Shelbourne by the trees, and we met a young woman. We asked her what she thought about the loss of the trees on Shelbourne, and she said, "I cried all day when I saw the trees."
I know that we have to fight for trees. Trees are sentient beings. We know that they communicate with each other. We know they have a language. Trees are aesthetic. They're beings. They have noise reduction. They slow down accidents. They slow down traffic. They reduce stress. They reduce road rage. And they keep us protected from these intense heat that we have had. The amount of shade and canopy that has been lost in these days is frightening. The third one went down with a sound almost like flaking, a soft swish as the left leaves fluttered themselves and died. 3 of them, 4, then 5, stiffening in the snow.
These old trees were planted for a reason. These old trees had beauty and grace. These old trees give love in